Welcome back, students, to another day of music making. I am so excited to be back. And it is just a beautiful day outside today. So if you are able to get outside and go play, please do so. I'm sure your parents would be more than appreciative. We were just talking, my wife and I were like, we have to get out of the house today and go for a walk. It is just absolutely gorgeous. So with that said, would you please slide over to my screen here? And would you please have your voices ready to warm up? Today, I have the lines for you to follow where our baseball goes. So each slide will happen twice. The first time with the lines for you to follow and trace with your fingers and your singing voice. The second time you have to do it without the lines. So I don't get to help you. It's all you today. So would you please follow my baseballs, and I should also make sure that my sound is turned on since I am my own sound technician. Here we go. All you. There it goes. I will trace with you. Awesome job. Well, to make it a little bit more fun this time, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Would you stand as a baseball player would stand and have your bat in your arms? And as you hear the crack of the bat sound, you then get to swing away and then follow with your finger in your voice. So stand in your own space so that you're not going to accidentally hit anything, and have your baseball bats ready. See how good of baseball players you are, or softball players. Here we go. Awesome job. Good for you. So now would you please, I will slide my screen over so that you're able to see what our plan is for today. So give me just a moment on that. So today, would you please, I have it over here. Give me just one moment. There it is. Slide that out of our way so we don't need to look at that. So, why are you being silly? We'll take that away. Give that in just a second. I'll come back. Take two on that. I bet it'll come right back the way we want it to. There we go. So we just did our vocal warm-up, and now I need your help with my Johnny on the Woodpile song. I need to grab my special microphone. If you noticed a little bit ago when I stood up and got out of the way, you'll notice that Mr. Simmons' music room is a little bit different. I had this wonderful book bunk that was made for Garrett by one of our parents in our community. And I asked him very politely, I said, Garrett, would you mind if I borrowed your book bunk so that I didn't have books just sitting on the floor or sitting on the bed? And it's so nice because then I can have all my friends and all of my books and materials to help other students with other lessons out and ready to go and not just be scattered all over the place. And my wife was very appreciative of that as well. So, with that said, would you please be my echo? Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. Well, this time I'm going to sing the first part, and I'm going to go a little bit further. Listen what I do. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. What did I do? I sang a longer chunk of the song, didn't I? So, would you sing that longer chunk? Again, be my echo. I get to go first. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. Let's do it one more time. We'll watch what I do this time. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. Listen one more time. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. What did I do that time? I sang all 4 sections without stopping. So I'm going to sing all 4 by myself. Then you're going to sing all 4 by yourself. Johnny on the wood pile, Johnny on the fence. Johnny got a haircut for 15 cents. How'd you do? Good. We'll press pause, give a kiss to your brain on that one. And we'll come back to that next time we see each other. So now I'll go back to my screen share so that you can follow along with exactly what we're doing today. So we have our Rain, Rain, Go Away song. So if you would please, I got to come back out of this. Would you please remind yourself of our song? It goes like this. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Susie wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. And you saw Miss White. We'll come to that song here in just a moment. So would you please follow my little hand following along? Would you follow with your finger when you're singing voice? Ready, here we go. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Susie wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. Yay for you. So now let's add the words back in. And I don't like where my singing voice is. It's a little too low. So let me bring it up just a bit. I like that better. Here we sing right now. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Susie wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. So we talked about last time that we saw each other that we had several different spots where our raindrops were going high and we're going low. We also talked about that there was a spot where we see in our rain, rain go away, that there's a big space here. We talked about that that meant that the note sound was longer. When we saw the notes close by, the note sound or our singing sounds were shorter. So when we did the rain, rain, go away, if I do it this way, rain, rain, go away. So we had long, long, short, short, long to talk about from our rhythm standpoint. But now I have the question of when we saw each other last time, when we looked at this screen and we saw that we had the music staff lines that came across. How many lines do you see for our top card? And this line here is dividing the two. So there's the top card, which is my top part of the song, and the second card down below. So don't get confused in counting this line. Looking at these lines for this top card, how many lines do you see? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many fingers do we have on our hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our music staff matches our fingers. But I noticed something. I noticed that these raindrops aren't like what we see when we're in our normal classrooms. So in our first grade and kindergarten classrooms, when we talk about music being on the space, which is what you see the raindrops that have a line above it and a line below it. But in this case, we call that being in the space. When we're in our normal classrooms, our classroom teachers tell us to put our names on the line. But when we do that, Mr. Simon needs to draw. When we do that in music class, it's a little different. So say, for instance, I have this blank sheet of paper. I'm going to come back to my full screen. So say I have this blank sheet of paper, and I have to write my name on the line. So usually you see this. So usually Mr. Stinman would have to write his name like this. Let's see if you can see that. So I have to write with my name on the line, which means that technically it's above the line. But in music, when Mr. Stinman says that the note is on the line, I literally mean the line goes straight, the line goes straight through the music note. So in music, when Mr. Stinman is talking about that the note is on the line, I'm talking about the second example. When you have to write your name on the line, usually you'll do the example number 1. But in music class, we do example number 2. So with that said, let's look at our first 2 cards together today. So I'm going to go back to my screen share. Look at my first card. The rain, rain, go away. Are there any notes that are sitting on a line, meaning the line is going straight through the middle of the note? No, there's not. Let's look at the other rain, rain, go away. Oops, come back. So let's look right here on this rain, rain, go away. Anything with the line going straight through the middle of the note? Oh, okay. What about little Susie wants to play? Any of those dots? Nope, they're all on the space. So when Mr. Stinman is talking about a note on the space, would you take one hand? Would you take the other hand? I have a line above and I have a line below. So would you sing our Little Susie Wants to Play? Would you do that on a high, high, low, low, high, high, low? I'll say it again because I went a little too fast there. High, high, low, low, high, high, low. Would you do the little Susie with me, saying the highs and the lows? High, high, low, low, high, high, low. Would you do the rain, rain, go away, please? Ready and go. High, low, high, high, low. So we'll press pause on that, and we'll come back to this next time, and there's going to be something a little bit more sneaky that's going to show up. So we'll leave it at that. Press pause on that, give a kiss to your brain. Amazing. Because now we'll go back to our screen, and we'll get to see what we're up to today. Now we get to go to Miss White. So see if you remember our Miss White. Miss White had a fright. See if I can get back to my Miss White here. There we go. Miss White had a fright. In the middle of the night, saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. And we remember we talked about how we keep the steady beat, the heartbeat of our song. So would you please play along with me on your Legophones? Ready and set, and here we go. Miss White had a fright. In the middle of the night, saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Good for you. Let's do that one more time. Miss White had a fright. In the middle of the night, saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Good for you. So we talked about that. That is just keeping the beat. It does not match my words. However, today I want you to take your hand, and I want you to take your two fingers, and I want you to tap the way the words go on this next slide. Ready? Say and tap with me. Miss White had a fright. In the middle of the night, saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Pause. I noticed something very interesting about my slide here. See if you notice a few things. If you're watching this with a family member, go ahead and tell them what you see. Tell them what you notice. I noticed several things. See if you can figure out what I notice. Do you notice I have different pictures? That's interesting. Do you notice that there's different sizes with my pictures? Do you notice how the end of my line, each line, has only one picture each time? Do you notice lines 2, 3, and 4 start with 2 symbols instead of 1? Did you notice that all 4 lines are not the same? That they're all 4 different, aren't they? Interesting. So, would you please tap along with me one more time, and then we're going to press pause here. Ready, set, and here we go. Miss White had a fright. In the middle of the night, saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Pause right there. Good for you. So now we'll go back to our full screen where you're able to see. We're now going back to our Plant a Rainbow story. Now I'm not going to read the story for you, but I am going to do this. Today, you have to take from our story and you have to come up with a seed card. So think about this. In my picture here, we have pictures of our seed cards, and they're all labeled differently. They have different names, don't they? We have phlox, morning glory, zinnia, aster, cornflower, marigold, and daisy. And that's just to name a few, and I'll go through the whole book of what we have here in just a moment. Well, then here's what I'm going to show you today. I have some former students' examples of different seed cards that they made. So here's what you get to do. On the front side, you get to come up with a picture of your flower. So you do not have to have colored paper like mine. If you do have some in your home, that'd be awesome. But see if you can come up with a little picture of a seed card just like these. So on the front side, you get to draw a picture, and if you want to label it just like you saw on the pictures in the book, where you have the name of the actual flowers, you can do that on the front, and that is fine. Or you can do what this student did, and they said that they wanted to put it on the back. So if you are in first grade, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. You have to put the do's and the due days on for your sound cards. So for your flowers, if you have the word sunflower, you have to write due day, sunflower. Let's look at another couple examples. We had this student who did fern. And what she did was she made her fern with just a simple do and a rest. Garrett must be getting hungry out there if you can hear him. This student did a lily. And they may have done a tiger lily, and that's okay, but they only did lily for their rhythm. And so what they did was they put the do on the backside. So what your job's going to do is I'm going to go through our flowers, and you get to come up with your own flower rhythms. So if you would like to share those with me, you can have your parents take a picture of this and email that to me. If you don't want to share, that is totally fine with me. But what I will show you are your different choices of flowers. And at any time, you may pause this video and stop it on the picture of the flower that you want and the words, and so you can write the words correctly. And if you want to figure out the sounds, you're more than welcome to do that. Kindergartners, you can just draw me a little flower picture, and if you want to label it, you can do that too. So we have red flowers. We first have tulips, carnations, rose. We then have our orange flowers, tulip, zinnia, tiger lily, poppy. And some yellow blooms. We have daisy, marigold, and daffodils. For our greens, we have ferns. We saw an example of that, didn't we? And some blue flowers, morning glories, delphinium, hyacinth, cornflower. Then we had our purple flowers too. We had our crocus, our phlox, iris, violet, aster, and pansy. So those are the different flowers of your choice. So if you have a moment, go ahead and pause this video at any time and take and make a quick little seed card. If you want to cut it out like these, you're more than welcome to. And what I would like you to do is just to draw a picture of the flower of your choice. And first graders, you can add on a different rhythm pattern. And if you want to get super creative, you can line up 4 cards just like Mr. Stidman. So I have a daisy, and I have a lily, I have a fern, and I have a sunflower. So what I could do is if I do this, what if I put it down? Try to get it in a good spot. What if I did this on my music stand? And on my music stand, I did this. So I go daisy, fern, sunflower, lily. Ooh, now I've got a little flower chain going on. Huh. So you get to come up with all of the different flower choices that you would like to use. So you get to come up with those. If you would like to share them with me, you are not required. You can totally do that. If not, that is just fine. And this could be an activity that you do at home. I have one last thing for you today. And it is my little song story called Jenny Jenkins. So would you listen to my song story today? Will you wear white, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear white, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear white, for the color is too bright. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. Will you wear red, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear red, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear red, it's the color of my head. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. Will you wear blue, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear blue, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear blue if your love is true. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. Will you wear green, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear green, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear green, it's a shame to be seen. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. Oh, will you wear purple, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear purple, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear purple, it's the color of a turtle. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. Oh, will you wear black, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, will you wear black, Jenny Jenkins? I won't wear black, it's the color of my sack. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. What will you wear, oh my dear, oh my dear, oh, what will you wear, Jenny Jenkins? I have nothing to wear, I can't go anywhere. I'll buy me a folly, rally, tick-a-tally, sink a double roll. Jenny Jenkins, roll. And with that said, students, I hope you are all doing well, staying healthy, staying safe. I hope to see you very, very soon. Have a great day. Get out and enjoy the weather while it's nice. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.